Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The play will begin shortly. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there'll be wonderful drama starting in a few moments. Please be seated and chant Hare Krishna. Someone start a kirtan. And we ask you, while the performance is on, we want all the lights at the back of the hall to be switched totally off, the doors shut, total darkness, pin drop silence, and you'll enjoy the show. Please think of your other fellow patrons who've come to see an important show tonight for Lord Nishikade. So please keep the temple in total, the hall in total darkness, and you'll appreciate the show. Thank you.
In the 7th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, in response to a question by Maharaj Parikshit, Srila Sukadeva Goswami gives the conclusion of how the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although the Supersoul, friend and protector of everyone, killed the Daityas, the demons, for the sake of Indra, the king of heaven. Sukadeva Goswami answers the theories of those who sometimes accuse the Supreme Lord of being partial to those he favours. He explains that because the body of the conditioned soul is constituted of three qualities of material nature, dualities arise, such as enmity and friendship, attachment and detachment, happiness and distress. For the sake of the Supreme Lord's pastimes, Jai and Vijay agreed to become the Lord's enemies, and when killed by the Lord in that mentality, they attained salvation. Even if one thinks of the Supreme Lord in envy, he attains salvation. What then is said to be of the devotees who always engage in the Lord's service with love and faith? The following drama reveals how this pastime caused the appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan Sri Nrsimhadev, retold from the dialogue between Srila Narada Muni and Yudhisthira Maharaj in the 7th canto of the infallible and ever-glorious Srimad Bhagavatam, the appearance of Lord Nrsimhadev. When Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Lord, took the form of Varahadev, a gigantic boar, and killed his brother Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu was consumed with extreme anger and the desire for revenge. Lamenting his loss and filled with rage and biting his lips, Hiranyakashipu gazed at the sky with eyes that blazed with fury, making the whole sky smoky. Exhibiting his terrible teeth, fierce glance and frowning eyebrows, all terrible to see, he took up his trident weapon and thus began addressing his associates, the assembled demons.
Oh, you Donavans! Oh, you Daitches! Dwarmukas! Shayaksha! Sambala! And all the other demons assembled here, hear me! I am Hiranyakashipu, and my brother, Hiranyaksha, he has been slain by the great deceiver, Vishnu. He is now my enemy. He has killed my brother. Now I will destroy him. I will sever his head like this, and I will consume his blood like this. And this will be good living. This is why I run Kashipu. I will have a golden bed, and I will have fine wines and enjoyment, and I shall rule forever.
Thus, the demons there offered obeisances to Hiranyakashipu with great respect, and being fond of mayhem, took his instructions upon their heads. Wherever they went, they created havoc and destruction, interrupted the Vedic culture, and caused all sacrifices to be stopped, so that the demigods became emaciated and wandered incognito upon the earth of the refugees. A disastrous situation ensued.
You've all seen me furious, but actually no Divyagan. And so I'm going to console all of you relatives that have, lamenting the death of my brother Hiranyaksha. Don't lament for his death, because a hero's death in front of his enemy is glorious and desirable. So, living entities are brought together in family life for some time, and result in their own actions. They're again separated, like Hiranyaksha, he got killed. They're like travellers in an inn, and look, the spirit soul doesn't die. We all know this, okay? This is samsara, this material body. In a bewildered state, the soul accepts the body and mind to be the self. So forget your grief. Engage your mind in the real philosophy of life, this Brahmavad. This is the thing. This is the thing. Curtains.
The demoniac king Hiranyakashipu wanted to be unconquerable and free from old age and dwindling of the body. He wanted to attain all the yogic perfections and to be deathless and to have lordship over the entire universe, including Brahmalok. In the valley of Mandara Hill, Hiranyakashipu, on the advice of his guru, Sukracharya, began performing austerities by standing on his toe tips with arms stretched upwards and gaze fixed towards the sky. This position is extremely difficult to maintain, but he accepted it as a means to attain perfection. Because of the power of Hiranyakashipu's extreme austerities, fire came from his head, and fire and smoke spread throughout the entire sky, causing all the planets to become extremely hot. Light emanated from him as brilliant and as intolerable as the rays of the sun at the time of the cosmic dissolution. All the directions were ablaze, the rivers and oceans were agitated. The surface of the world with its mountains and islands trembled, and the stars and the planets fell from the sky, scorched and greatly disturbed because of the demons' great penance. All the demigods left their bodies and went to the planet of Lord Brahma, where they appealed for his help. They said, "O Lord, in order to obtain your post, Hiranyakashipu now performs severe austerities. You are the master of the three worlds, so therefore please, without delay, take whatever steps you deem appropriate to deal with this matter, or we will all be lost."
I've been meditating for 10,000 years, and I've not eaten or drunk anything. Om Brahme Namah, Om Prajapatiye Brahme Namah, Om Prajapatiye Brahme Namah, Om Prajapatiye Brahme Namah. Om Prajapatiye Namah.
After being informed by the demigods, the most powerful Lord Brahma, accompanied by Bhrigu, Daksha, and the other great sages, immediately came to the place of Hiranyakashipu's austerities. At first,
you have done such wonderful austerities. I am very, very happy and pleased with you. Now I will give you whatever you want. Your austerities are so wonderful. You were able to keep your life air circulating within your bones, even when your body was eaten by ants. So I'm so happy with your austerities. Even the greatest of sages, they cannot do this. Okay, so I will give you a blessing, whatever you want.
Thank you, Lord Brahma, the original creator of this universe, Prajapati, predominating deity of Rajagun. I have appeased you with my great tapasya, and now I would like to request from you a boon, a powerful boon, the greatest boon in the universe, None of you will have taken this boon before, and none of you will take it again. It'll be my boon. Only mine. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Bravo. I should like to be invincible from death. I don't want to die. And, well, you know, I don't want to be killed by demigods, or demons like me, or humans for that matter, or animals, or I don't want to die at nighttime or daytime. Frankly, I don't want to die anytime at all. But not inside a house, not outside a house, not by anything living or dead, and, well, not by a weapon either, or by a non-weapon, really, anything. Can you know, I did this past year, so could you, please?
This boon you're asking is very, very difficult. But I'm so happy with your austerities and penances, then I will give you this boon. There you have it.
Yes! Yes! I'm invincible! Yes! I'm gonna conquer the universe now. I'm gonna do it! I don't need a script. I'm gonna conquer the world! Yes! I'm gonna kill everyone! I'm gonna go to the heavens, and the lower planets, the middle planets, the human planets. I'm just gonna crush them all, just crush them, and I'm gonna be king! I'm gonna be king of the world! Forever! My name is Murwillumbah. You won't see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take over the universe. I'm gonna take over the universe. There's nothing that I cannot do because my name is Murwillumbah. Because my name is Murwillumbah. There's nothing that I can't do, and nothing that I will not do. Nothing that I cannot do. Nothing that I will not do. Because my name is Murwillumbah. Because my name is Murwillumbah. Can I hear an encore from the audience? Sing it with me! I don't believe it! I don't believe it! I want you to believe it! All of you! Yes! Here, I'm the king, damn it.
The great demon Hiranyakashipu, having been thus blessed by Lord Brahma and having acquired a lustrous golden body, continued to remember the death of his brother and maintained therefore his envious attitude towards Lord Vishnu. Everybody was extremely distressed because of the severe punishment inflicted on them by Hiranyakashipu. Fearful and disturbed, they at last surrendered unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. Let us offer our respectful obeisances unto that direction where the Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated, where those purified, saintly and renounced persons go, and from which, having gone, they never return. Then was heard a transcendental sound vibration emanating from a person not visible to material eyes. The voice was as grave as the sound of a cloud, and being very, very encouraging to the Devas, it drove away all fear. The Lord's voice said, O best of the learned, do not fear, wish all good fortune for you. Become my devotees by hearing and chanting about me, and offer my prayers. This will certainly award all benedictions to all living beings. I know all about the activities of Hiranyakashipu, and I will surely put a stop to them very soon. Please wait patiently until that time. When Hiranyakashipu persecutes the great devotee Prahlad, his own son, who is peaceful and sober, and who has no enemy, immediately, despite the benedictions of Lord Brahma, Hiranyakashipu had 4 wonderful, well-qualified sons, whom one he named Prahlad, and he was the best. He was the reservoir of all transcendental qualities. Prahlad was not attracted to any fruitive activity and considered any material advantage to be useless. Although he was born in a family of asuras, he himself was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu and was always self-satisfied and peaceful. Prahlad Maharaj was situated in spiritual bliss and purified all those persons who came in contact with him. He was very dear to the Supreme Lord. Once upon a time, the king of the demons, Hiranyakashipu, took his son Prahlad upon his lap and very affectionately inquired from him,
My dear son, Prahlad, I have sent you to Gurukula. You have studied for some time. What have you learned? What is the best thing you have learned about life, material life? Enjoy it. Tell me.
O best of the Asuras, king of demons, as far as I have learned from my spiritual master, that any person who has accepted this temporary material body and household life is certainly embarrassed by anxiety because of having fallen into a dark well where there is no water and only suffering. One should give up this position and go to the forest and take shelter of Lord Vishnu.
What? What? I didn't teach this. What have you taught him? Thus the intelligence of my good son has been spoiled with this talk of Bhakti. It is not in my curriculum. You, teach him again. Destroy these words of the enemy. Make him learn proper demon Bhakti, not Vishnu Bhakti. That is my order. I'm furious! Furious!
My dear son Prahlad, all peace and kindness unto you. Please do not speak lies. Kindly tell the truth. Your classmates at the Gurukul are not like you. They do not speak in a deviant way. How have you learnt these ideas? What has happened to spoil your intelligence in this way? You know that we are the sons of the great Acharya, Sukra Acharya, the head of the demons, and we're giving you the best possible education. Try to think how fortunate you are and how qualified we are to teach you. The subjects of politics and economics help you to discriminate between friends and enemies. But you do not seem to appreciate this important knowledge.
O best of your family, has this pollution of your intelligence been brought about by you or by the enemies? We are all your teachers and are very eager to hear about this. Please tell us the truth. We are astonished to hear you speak so many vicious lies.
My dear teachers, firstly, please allow me to offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose external energy has created the distinction of my friend and my enemy by deluding the intelligent men. Indeed, I am now actually experiencing this, although I have previously heard it from authorized sources. A true pundit is someone who has pleased the Supreme Lord by devotional service, and therefore does not make the distinction between himself, friends, and enemies. We are all servants of God. O Brahmins, as an iron is attracted by a magnetic stone, moves automatically towards the magnet, my consciousness, having been changed by his will, is attracted to Lord Vishnu, who carries a disc in his hand. Thus, I have no independence.
Oh, please bring me a stick. This Prahlad is damaging the name and fame. Because of his bad intelligence has become like a cinder in the eye of the dynasty of the demons. Now he needs to be taught by the Danda, the fourth type of political diplomacy.
This Prahlad is like a thorn tree in a forest of sandalwood trees. To cut down the sandalwood tree, you need an axe. And the thorn tree, the wood of the thorn tree makes a very good axe. Lord Vishnu, he is the axe that cuts down the sandalwood tree of the family of the demons. And this Prahlad is the handle for that axe. Oh.
After this, the two gurus, Sanda and Marka, chastised and threatened their disciple Prahlad, and for a long time tried to educate him in their demoniac doctrines of materialistic religiosity, economic development, politics, diplomacy, and sense gratification. Eventually, one day they considered that Prahlad was sufficiently educated, and therefore Prahlad's mother presented the boy washed and nicely dressed before his father.
My dear son Prahlad, for so long now, you've heard so many things from your teachers. The last time I asked you this question, it didn't go so well. But I'm merciful. Very merciful. So, I'm going to ask you again. What is the best thing that you have learned from your teachers?
Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Hala Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atanan Nivedyam. Hearing, chanting, and remembering the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, serving as lotus feet, offering the Lord all types of respectful worship, offering prayers, and becoming the servant of the Lord. Considering him to be one of the best friends and surrendering everything unto him. Body, mind, words, and possessions. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these 9 methods should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge.
Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I need to get over that slug. That's so not what I told them to put in the curriculum. Oh. Where's those teachers? I'm going to tell them what I think. Everyone see the teachers? Did I tell them to teach that? You were all here, weren't you? We had this meeting just before. I even told you, I said, teacher, not Vishnu Bhakti. I said, not Vishnu Bhakti. What is this slope, huh? You most heinous, unqualified son of a Brahman! You have disobeyed my order! You have taken shelter of the party of my enemies! You have taught this poor boy about devotional service? What is this nonsense? In due course of time, various types of disease are manifest in the body, and even if they're in the family, diseased part of the body must be sliced off, must be amputated by gangrene. Anyway, this Prahlad's appeared in my dynasty, my family, but, I said but, he's become diseased with Bhakti. You must punish him, very severely, okay, severely. Last time the little Danda thing, that wasn't enough, okay? I'm giving you one last chance to institute proper behavior management in my classrooms! Otherwise you'll be unaccredited! Okay. I'll see you in minutes. You talking to me? Oh, yes, I'm the king. Yes.
Whatever this Prahlad Maharaj has spoken was not taught to him by us, by me, or anyone else.
Okay.
His devotional service has arisen spontaneously within him.
Spontaneously, huh?
It's not good to insult us from it.
Okay.
Please,
All right.
please don't be angry.
Okay.
Do not unnecessarily accuse us.
Okay. Somebody shut me the script. I thought I dealt with this. You rascal! You most fallen of our family! If you have not received this education from your teachers, supposedly, from where have you gotten it? Answer me! I'm your father, I'm talking to you! Cat's got your tongue!
Because of their uncontrolled senses, persons who are too addicted to materialistic life make progress towards hellish condition and repeatedly chew that which has already been chewed. Their inclination towards Krishna has never aroused, either the instructions of others or by their own efforts, or by both of these. Person blinded by materialism never understands that their goal of life is to return back home to Godhead and engage in the service of Vishnu. Materially attached persons, bound by the ropes of their fruit of labour, suffer the threefold miseries again and again like a blind man, who is led into a ditch by another blind man. To become free from material contamination and to become attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, who glorified by his uncommon activities, one must cover himself with the dust of the lotus feet of those pure Vaishnavas who are completely free from natural and material contamination.
Alright. You know what? I've heard enough out of you, okay? We've already talked about this. We're talking to teachers. I'm done! I'm gonna throw you. Here it is. Here's the throw. Bah! Huh? Who's the king now? Huh? Yes! Alright, now, you! And you! Deal with this one, huh? I'll do it myself, but, I told everyone I'm merciful, okay? So you guys sort this one out, but this time, none of this light done stuff, right? We went over this. We need to see some stabbing, some killing, piercing. Just kill him. Just kill him! Kill him now! Now! I want it done now! Now! What are you waiting for? Now! Hello? Am I the only one here? What's going on? Kill this boy! It's done. Close the curtains.
When all the demons' attempts to kill Prahlad had no effect upon him, the king of the demons, being very fearful, began contriving other means to kill him. Hiranyakashipu tried to kill Prahlad by throwing him beneath the feet of great elephants, with fearful poisonous snakes, employing deadly magical spells and illusory tricks, starving him and administering poison, exposing him to severe cold, wind, fire and water, and throwing heavy stones in order to crush him. When Hiranyakashipu found that he could not in any way harm Prahlad, who was completely sinless, he was in great anxiety about what to do next.
Don't worry about the narration, just kill Prahlad. Just do it. Let's do it now.
Persecuted by the demonic king. The demons tried to chop him in so many ways. They tried to chop him with so many weapons. Come here. They tried to squash him with giant elephants. They tried to starve him from food. They tried to administer poison. They tried to throw him from high cliffs. But every time, Lord Vishnu saved Prahlad Maharaj. And this was the dilemma that Hiranyakashipu found himself in. Prahlad Maharaj ki jai.
When the teachers of Prahlad went to their own homes to perform their daily household duties, the other students in the Gurukul would call Prahlad to spend time with them in play. Prahlad was supremely learned, then addressed his classmates in a very sweet language. He desired their welfare and began instructing them about the futility of materialistic life.
One who is sufficiently intelligent should use the human body from the very beginning of life, from childhood, to practice the activities of devotional service, by giving up all other engagements. The human body is most rarely achieved, and although temporary, it is very meaningful. Even the slightest amount of devotional service can give one complete perfection. The human form of life affords one chance to go back to Godhead. Therefore, every living entity, especially those in human form, must engage in devotional service to the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, who is most beloved, the master of the soul and the well-wisher of the living beings. Material happiness, perceived in relation to the sense objects and the sense of the body, can be attained in any form of life according to one's past fruitive activities. This automatically obtained without endeavor, just as we obtain distress. If one's endeavors are directed towards Krishna consciousness, one can surely attain the spiritual platform of self-realization. Every human being has a maximum duration of years of 100, but for one who cannot control his senses, half of those years are completely lost because at night he sleeps 12 hours, being covered in ignorance. Therefore, such a person can only have a lifetime of 50 years. In the tender age of childhood, when everyone is bewildered, one passes 10 years. Similarly, in boyhood, we engage in sporting and playing. One passes another 10 years. In this way, 20 years are wasted. Similarly, in old age, when one is invalid, he is unable to perform even material activities. One passes another 20 years wastefully. One whose mind and senses are uncontrolled and attached to family life, sensual desires and illusion are mad persons, and the remaining years of their life are wasted because they cannot engage in devotional service. The attached householder is like the silkworm which weaves cocoon. It is not able to become imprisoned and unable to get out. Therefore, my dear friends, chant Hare Krishna and make your life worthwhile. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
All the classmates of Prahlad appreciated his transcendental instruction and took them very seriously. They rejected the materialistic instruction of their teachers, Sunda and Marka, who were very worried by these developments. After seeing that Prahlad Maharaj was influencing his fellow students in the Gurukul with Vishnu Bhakti, feeling fearful and helpless to prevent it, Sunda and Marka approached the king of the demons and described the situation to him. When Hiranyakashipu understood what was happening, he became extremely angry and his body trembled. Thus he decided to finally kill his son Prahlad. Hiranyakashipu was by nature very cruel, and feeling insulted, he started to hiss like a snake trampled underfoot. Prahlad, his son, was peaceful, mind and gentle. His senses were under control, and he stood before Hiranyakashipu with folded hands. According to Prahlad's age and behavior, he was not to be chastised. Yet, with staring crooked eyes, Hiranyakashipu rebuked him with harsh words.
narrator. Act 5.
To prove that the statement of its servant Prahlad Maharaj was substantial, and to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere within the pillar and assembly hall, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, exhibited a wonderful form never seen before. The form was neither that of a man nor that of a lion. Thus, the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly hall. Hiranyakashipu wondered in amazement.
The narration established that I'm pissed off with Prahlad still. Now I'm just going to say the lines. Okay. Oh, most impudent, most unintelligent disruptor of the family. Yes, you're like that.
My dear king, the source of my strength, of which you are asking, is also the source of yours. Indeed, the original source of all kinds of strength is one. He is the strength of everyone. Without him, no one can get any strength. Everyone, moving and not moving, inferior and superior, including Lord Brahma, is controlled by the power of the Supreme Personality, of the power of the senses, the power of the mind, the power of the body, and the vital force of nature. By his own power, he creates this cosmic manifestation, maintains it, and annihilates it. My dear father, please give up your demonic mentality. Do not discriminate in your head between enemies and friends. Make your mind go towards everyone. There is no enemy in this world except the uncontrolled and misguided mind. In this state of equal vision, one may worship the Lord perfectly. In former time, there was many fools like you who did not conquer the enemies that steal away the wealth of the body. They were very proud, thinking, I have conquered all enemies in 10 directions. But if a person is victorious over the enemies and is equal to all living entities, for him there are no enemies. Enemies are simply imagined by one who is in ignorance.
You rascal miscreant! You were trying to minimize my value! As if you're better than me in controlling your senses, but I did 10,000 years of Vipassana. Clearly I'm more powerful. Now, this is called overintelligence, huh? You were thinking you were more learned than me. But I can understand from this that you desire to die at my hands. For this type of talk that you've just indulged in is the type of talk indulged in by those who desire to die by my hands. Oh, most unfortunate Prahlad. You have described a supreme being who is above everything, in control of everything, and everyone, and all-pervading, and so many other type of things. But where is this Supreme Lord, huh? Huh? Huh, Prahlad? I look around here, all I see is a king named Hiranyakashipu. I don't see a god anywhere, huh? Where is this God that you speak of? I just don't see him, Prahlad, so I must think that you're wrong, and I, Hiranyakashipu, am the only God in this universe, okay? Lord Brahma gave me benedictions. I'm invincible, okay? I'm invincible, and I'm the king, and you know what? I'm just tired of having to have these talks with you. I'm gonna kill you! Alright? So Prahlad, where is this Supreme Lord, huh? If I'm about to kill him now, where is he? Huh? Is he in this pillar over here? Huh? Yeah. No, now I'm staring you. No, so I'm just gonna show you he's not in here.
Supreme Personality of Godhead, he exhibited a wonderful form never seen before. His form was neither that of a man nor of a lion. Thus the Lord appeared. His wonderful form in the assembly hall. He made the present wondered in amazement. The Lord's form was extremely fearsome because his angry eyes, which resembled molten gold. His face was thin, the hairs of his body was white as the rays of the moon. His arms resembled wings of the soldiers. Then the demigods approached the Lord.
Sit down.
O Supreme Personality of Godhead. O Supreme Personality of Godhead. Please be calm.
Oh Lord, it's not time for your anger now. End of your juga, time for your anger. Not right now. You killed the demon Hiranyakashipu. Now you have your devotee Bhakta Prahlad. Just look after him.
The Lord remained in an extremely angry mood, however, and the demons and even Lakshmiji, who had never seen this astonishing form of the Lord before, could not closely approach him. Thereafter, Lord Brahma requested Prahlad Maharaj, who was standing very near him, to approach the Lord. When Lord Nrsimhadev saw the small boy prostrated before him, he became ecstatic and affectionate towards his devotee. By the touch of the Lord's lotus hand, Prahlad Maharaj became completely free from all material contamination and desire. He was at once transcendentally situated, and all the symptoms of ecstasy became manifest within his body. His heart filled with love. He began to offer prayers with a faltering voice.
How is it possible for me to have been born into a family of asuras, to offer suitable prayers to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Even until now, all the demigods headed by Lord Brahma, saintly persons, could not satisfy the Lord by streams of excellent words, although they are very qualified. Being in the mood of goodness, then what is said of me? I'm not qualified. One may possess wealth or a rich family, beauty, austerity, education, expertise, luster, influence, strength, diligence, intelligence, and mystic yoga. But I think that even by all the qualifications, one cannot satisfy the Supreme Lord Bhagavat. However, one can satisfy the Lord simply by devotional service. Gendra did this, and thus the Lord was satisfied with him. If a Brahmana has 12 Brahmanical qualifications, but is not a devotee, and instead averse to the lotus feet of the Lord, he is certainly lower than a devotee who is a dog eater, but has dedicated everything, mind, word, activities, wealth, and life to the Supreme Lord. Such a person can purify his whole family, whereas the so-called Brahmana, in a position of false prestige, cannot purify himself even. Therefore, I was born in a demoniac family. I may without doubt offer prayers to the Lord with full endeavour, as far as my intelligence allows. Anyone who has been forced by ignorance to enter the material world may be purified of material life if he offers to the Lord prayers to the Lord, and hears the Lord glories. Dear Lord, your appearance in this fearsome form is a pastime for your own pleasure. Such an